I want to play with colors for a second to just show you how versatile perhaps some of those non-traditional colors might be. Now Annie's in this pretty, is that like a gray dress, Annie? It kind of looks like it has a little hint of purple to it. So it's like this pretty gray dress. She's in that great woven necklace from Turkey that's coming up. She's wearing the Today Special Value in silver. Classic, understated elegance. I mean, I know there are some people in this world that love drama. They love to be the center of attention. That's great. That's never really been me ever in my life. I like to keep it a little more simple. I like to keep it understated. I like to find things that work and then I stick with them. I think that's why I've been a hoop earring girl for as long as I can remember. I love to wear a hoop earring. It works with my style, and I haven't really deviated from that in certainly the 22 years that you and I have shopped together on QVC. 22 years! How is that possible? That's a lot of silver we've spent time shopping for. But also before I came to QVC, I always wore hoop earrings when I was a news anchor. Before that, I was in college. I think I had a couple of pairs of earrings in my jewelry box, and they were always hoop earrings. I love this style. For me, it works. I'm glad you're looking at that gunmetal for a second, because I want to stay there for 1 minute. So when you're looking at that color, look how beautiful that color is if you decide to wear something in red. So if you're wearing a red turtleneck sweater with a pretty pair of slacks for holiday, that's going to be gorgeous. That gunmetal looks great with blues. So again, don't think it's going to be it's not too goth. It's not too heavy metal. It's not too, motorcycle. It's just this cool, updated, very upscale way to do the look of silver. Think about it. You wear black and leather, you wear black in a blazer, you wear black in pants. Why not add a little black to your jewelry? Look how pretty that is with an olive green. Then here it is if you wanted to do something in like a soft orchid color. That's going to be gorgeous. I love it with a dark purple. That is so pretty. Or maybe you do something like a rich holiday burgundy. Oh, so right there. For all of you out there that are buying anything in burgundy, in wine, in Merlot, as my friend Cameron Silver from H by Halston, in Shiraz, whatever you might be buying in this color family, look how fabulous that gorgeous gunmetal black color is with those wine tones. Now let's change it for a second. I'm going to switch out the black and give you a little look at what it looks like with the rose. So there's the rose with that same beautiful burgundy. Now you have something, gosh, doesn't that look pretty? Look how nice the rose looks even if you did red. Look how pretty that rose looks if you did a shade of blue. Look, oh, you're gonna love this. Look at it with the olive green. Oh, I love that. And I just wanna see if I have a navy blue. Okay, it's not my perfect navy, but look how pretty that is. Oh, my favorite, with gorgeous navy blue. So I just wanted you to see these colors that might be like, I just don't know if I'd really wear it. When you see it with color, you realize, oh, I think I might wear that quite a lot. So enjoy your choices. Silver, black, 14 karat rose gold over silver, 14 karat yellow gold over silver. J324115 is your item number. Feel how heavy that is, Peyton. Could they have given me any heavier of a ceramic container for the lightweight jewelry swatches? All right, I think they're telling me I need to start lifting weights or something. Here's where you can find more information on Today's Special Value on QVC.com, and that is available if you're interested. You can get some nice close-ups. You know, we sometimes make Today's Special Values a little early, and that's already getting some great reviews. So if you have any questions about the Today's Special Value, check it out. So are we talking about the Dominique piece here? Okay, so you're out a little early.
Okay. Goodbye.
Can you come back in a few minutes?
I would be
all
glad
right,
to
good.
come back in a few minutes.
All right, here's what we're going to talk about next. Another first. Nobody else has seen this Dominique collection today. You're getting it first. You have your choice in the yellow, in the rose, in the black, in the silver, and it's a choice of a bracelet or a ring. The ring is $33. Yay! And then your bracelets, depending on the size you order, small, which is, for really 6 3/4 inch, is 117, average 121, and large 125. They're all on 5 payments of Easy Pay. Okay, let me I don't have one in my tray there, so I'm just gonna grab these rings here. These rings, oh my gosh, I think they're gonna set our phone lines afire. Look how cool. So you have your choice here. Let's just go for it, shall we? Look. Oh my gosh, they're the greatest. Look at these rings. So you have a nice metal presence here, but you can see great color options too. There's your silver, there's your 14 karat yellow gold clad, there's your blackened metal, and there is your 14 karat rose gold clad. $33 for this great eternity band ring. Now I want to point out the black also works back to this bracelet that I've been wearing. In fact, the bracelet that I have on here goes back to all of the colors. So if you wanted a little ring to match back to this kind of tennis bracelet style, this is going to be perfect. But if you're wanting to do a really glamorous bangle look, whoo-hoo, look at these for holiday. Those are fantastic. So again, a lot of metal there, just completely encrusted all the way around with these gorgeous Diamonique stones. If you don't know about Diamonique, may I share with you, this is truly the world's finest simulated diamond. The characteristics that you would look for in a fine diamond piece, the beautiful fire, the clarity, the carat weight, the color, the cut, all of those standards are held true with Diamonique as well. So you're getting something that gives you the equivalent of a near flawless diamond, something that's going to give you incredible brilliance, incredible sparkle, incredible fire. It's hard, it's not something that's going to crack or chip easily. And for 5 easy payments of $6.60, or at the most expensive for the largest bracelet, 5 payments of $25 a month, you have something new and beautiful and fun and updated. The ring, I think, is the star. The bangle's great too, don't get me wrong. It's a really beautiful piece. But I think, again, when we're thinking about what we're shopping for right now, when you want a little pick-me-up for yourself, being able to get a ring like this for $33 is a steal. I just wanted to blend in one of those bracelets for you. And to let you know, when it comes to these kind of bangles, I think a lot of times people get confused on what size do I order. First of all, these are rounds. For a complete bangle like this that doesn't have any kind of a hinge or any kind of a fasten or anything that way, what's important to keep in mind is your hand size, because your hand has to be able to fit through here. So a lot of people might have a large hand, but their wrist could be small. Consequently, somebody could have a small hand and a large wrist. So it's really more about, with a bangle, can it fit over your hand? In this bangle, I wear the small. I wear a size 7 glove, if that means anything. My hands aren't overly large. So I can fit that small over my hand, no problem. And as you can see, because it's the right fit for my hand, it's not falling off of my wrist either. Whereas if I were to put on the large, which is, plenty of room, look what happens there. Just way too big. So really go with your hand size. If your hand is on the smaller size, then maybe go, but you feel like, oh, but I wear an 8-inch bracelet. Maybe the average in this bracelet is better for you, because as long as that can fit over your hand, it should be fine over your wrist too. Again, just something that I think a lot of times people get a little confused of on how they're actually supposed to be ordering these structured bangle bracelets. And I don't know, is there a ruler anywhere? Yeah, because that way I can measure the circumference of the bracelet as well. Can we talk about the rings for 1 second too? For $33, you're seeing these before anybody else. Can I also say these are great to mix in with your wedding sets. So if you want to take one of these little eternity bands and throw it in with your wedding set as like a little bit of extra sparkle, why not do that? It mixes in beautifully. Use them as ring guards, top and on bottom on something. Thank you. And then here's your measurement on the bracelets. Here's the large, and the internal measurement here is going to be about 2 3/4 of an inch. On the average, it's about 2.5 inches. And on the small, it's about, what's between 2 1/4 and 2 1/2? 2 and, yeah, somewhere in between there. Clearly I wasn't a math major, and thank goodness that wasn't a requirement for this job. So J55022 is your item number. Stay on the line. Oh, the ring is limited, especially in the 14 karat rose assortment. That came in sizes 5 through 10, so stay on the line if you're dialing in for that. Really, really cool. All right, I'm gonna keep those rings if you don't mind. Ooh, I love surprises. Now, still to come. Can I show it to you on my wrist? I think it looks prettier. This is J326522. This is our one time only. We've done this incredible popcorn chain that's really, really flexible and soft with this wonderful crisscross of the affinity diamonds going through that center station. That's our one time only. $196.68. 6 easy payments. There's your close-up, J326522, if you're interested in that. I also want to let you know, if you're looking for a super sweet gift idea, something pretty to go with all this great jewelry, look on QVC.com for Lori Grenier's wonderful Silver Safekeeper gemstone box. This is lined with an anti-tarnished lining. Keep your silver tarnish-free 25 years. It's weighted, it's plated in sterling silver, and it's your choice of these beautiful, like reflective gem choices. There's clear, red, green. I think that's all. Maybe there's more, but check. $23, I think, for that, which is awesome. Okay, so here's the story, Morning Glories. We have sold 4,000 of these bracelets today. You saw it on my wrist with the Ecclesi watch, and 500 of them were ordered in this show. Ooh, there's bad news. In each color choice, fewer than 400 to go around. What are your choices? Well, we have it for you in your, what we're calling the white, which is your sterling silver. Here's the one I'm wearing. Must. I mean, how cool does the Diamondique look in this black metal? It looks so fresh and great. I love it. Then, okay, ooh, excuse me, look at these beautiful gold tones. Here is your 14 karat gold clad. So that's 14 karat gold in rose and yellow layered over sterling silver. This is $77.23, and it is available on Easy Pay, 3 payments of $25.74. If you've never worn one of these bracelets before, let me just tell you what's going on here. So you have this little bead, and you can stretch it out so it's nice and large for you to slip onto your wrist. And then to size it, you're pulling on each side. It's a little, I'll be honest, it's a little awkward in putting it on, but once you do it a few times, you'll be fine. Here I put this on this one. This is what I do. I hold one side of the bead with my finger on the hand that I'm wearing, and I pull this to get a little bit tighter, and then I'm able to go back to the other one and pull it the other way, so that I have the right fit for what I want. To take it off, you just kind of grab the large bead, pull slowly please, and then you're able to take it off. So again, stretch it out so it's the largest size possible, put it around your wrist. I usually kind of hold one of the smaller beads with my finger there so that I can, with my opposite hand, pull. So now I've pulled that one, which is so nice, and I could really kind of do the same thing and pull there. And then you can get as snug or as loose as you want. This whole little dangly bead thing is really taking its trend from the friendship bracelets, but super high-end designers in like the most shishi of stores are doing these types of bracelets with all different kinds of gemstones, with all different kinds of artisan aspects. I love seeing it on a Diamondique piece. By the way, the simulated diamond weight on this bracelet is 4 carats and 60 points. So it's something that is great in size, it's fun, it's beautiful, it's different. And when did you think you could get a line bracelet from Diamondique for 77 bucks? I mean, that's a really nice price. You want to get a bracelet as a gift, but you have no idea what wrist size she is? Listen, my best friend since 3rd grade, Emily, I know so much about this person, it's ridiculous. I have no idea what size bracelet I would buy her. But that's the beauty here with this adjustable bracelet is I don't need to know her wrist size because she's going to be able to adjust that bead to whatever is the right comfortable wrist size or bracelet length for her. Here's the update. Black and white, so the classic sterling silver look, the all white metal look, or the uber cool blackened metal with the white Diamondique stones. Those are both last call, fewer than 100 to go around. We kept the price the same, and we gave you the elevated luxury of 14 karat gold over sterling silver. Beautiful, love it, in yellow or rose gold. Talk about luxury. Again, I invite you to think about this. You could hold out and get a golden diamond tennis bracelet, spend about $5,000 or $6,000, and probably if you think about it, you're waiting a really long time. And then you're worried about wearing it because what if something happened to it? Or for $77.23, you can get that look of the golden diamonds. You can have fun with it. It's a little trendy update. Mix it in with all your layered bracelet looks. I love it next to a watch. J326551. Stay on the line if you're dialing in. That has been a bestseller today. Now, our Extraordinary Life bangles are coming up, and these are wonderful bracelets at the lowest price you've ever seen them. J296024 is your item number. We have all different motifs for you that we'll talk about, and they're, just beautiful charms of inspiration. If you love this idea of precious metal, beautiful charm bracelets, please check those out. There's also, not under this item number, but available as well, a really super cute pet version for those of us who loves our cats and dogs. So look for those too. A big, bold piece from Turkey is coming up next, so don't go away. Only an hour and 20 minutes left in our final 24-hour jewelry event of the year. This is a piece that I think, really is one of the types of designs we'd love to bring to you on a day like our Creede Silver Sale. The Creede Silver Sale is all about giving you amazing value for your sterling silver, but look at the presence here. Okay, wait a minute, my mind is blown right now. The retail value on this is in the 300s. The QVC price on this is in the 200s. And you're getting these two incredible hand-woven silver necklaces from Turkey at $84 and $94. What? And look at the gram weights. 44 and 48 and a half grams of sterling silver. So this is not a lightweight. This is bold and chunky. This is statement arama. I totally just made that word up. This really is dramatic. This is wow. This is when you're ready to move beyond a simple snake chain. Although we have some great snake chains coming up and they're great basics, but they don't give you the look, the feel, the edge. They don't always give you the refinement that something like this does. This is woven ribbons of genuine sterling silver that create this gorgeous orme necklace. 17 inches is 44 grams. 19 inches is 48 and a half grams. How we arrived at this price, I have absolutely no idea. I'm sitting here trying to do the math in my head really quickly, which we already know from our last experience in talking about the ruler is not the greatest. But when you look at the fact that that 17-inch necklace was $219 and now it's $84, what the heck? Somebody did some weird jewelry math here is all I'm going to say. You're really looking at about $120 off? Oh my gosh. For the larger one, it's $145 off. $145 off. That's huge. I mean, that's like a 60% off sale in precious metal sterling silver in a piece that I think you'll love. So let's play here for a second, because this is what makes this piece so special. First of all, you have an oversized jump ring closure. Love that. Really easy to put on and take off. The creation of this necklace, as you can see, there's a lot of sterling silver here. It's a dense piece. And look how they finished this. They really have used this special type of like really, it's kind of half tubing, half wire, where they were able to weave it all together so that the end result gives you this almost raised chevron pattern going through the center while it's outlined in these smooth oval links. Doesn't that look gorgeous? I mean, this is luxury. This feels good. Look at the draping. This is what, you know, handcrafted, hand-finished jewelry allows you to do. You could never, ever in a million years get this kind of a play from something that was just made out of a machine. It's because of the handwork that gives you this flexibility. Look what that necklace does. I mean, that is an absolute total wow. I know I've got a million things on, but it's just great. If you're classic, this works. If you're modern, this is your all-metal statement necklace. If you're a little of this and a little of that, you put this on with your clean cashmere sweaters, throw this on with a simple neckline, wear this against your skin when you're in a white shirt and jeans. This is for $84 or $94. I'll tell you right now, best investment you can make in your jewelry box right here. We've had great things in the time that I've been with you tonight. Here's where you spend your money, girls. When you want that big, bold piece, when you want it to be in real metal, not costume, when you want something that's going to be luxurious and feel special when you put it on, when you want something that glows and lights up your skin and your face and your complexion, this is what you should be shopping for. Because I know one thing for sure, in costume jewelry, this necklace would probably cost more. And the 19-inch in this necklace just sold out. We do have wait list, but there's fewer than 200 to go around in the 17-inch, and I don't know that there's a reorder coming in on this piece. So it's another one of those items where, gosh, when you have it at this great price, when you get the easy pay to go with it, that's when you gotta kind of go for it. You know, that's when you have to decide, all right, I've really been wanting something like that. I haven't found one that's been just right for me yet. Let me give that one a try. You always have the peace of mind with QVC that we have a 30-day love it or return it policy. So if you do get this at home and it doesn't work for you, if you don't like the way it feels, if it doesn't work with that dress, if it's not so good with the sweater set you thought it might be good with, send it back. We don't want you to keep it if you don't love it, but you won't know how good it could be if you don't get it at home and give it a try. And we have 6 dozen left in the 17-inch, and then it's gone. So stay on the line. Great piece, this value. I mean, gosh, I hate to keep talking about it, but gosh, somebody's telling me I'm gonna save $145 on a piece of jewelry. I'm in. So go for it if you're like that one. Now, I think these final 3 hours should be a little sampling of Ooh La La. This is Ooh La La from Orpaz, the single largest Roman glass piece we've ever used in a cuff bracelet, or maybe at all. Roman glass, excavated, 2,000 years old. They hand remove the patina off of the glass. They smooth it, cut it, polish it. They reapply the patina by hand. And here they've set it in this magnificent, feminine, gorgeous vine cuff. That is magnificent. J326626, 3 payments of easy pay. Just love that piece. And it tapers, so it's super bold on top and super comfortable as you wear it. All right. Now's Thanks your time, my friend.
Hi.
Nice to
How
see
are you, Jill? Nice
I'm
to be
good.
back.
Peyton Kelly is here. We have a really special piece for you from our Affinity Diamond collection. In fact, it is a one-time only.
Right.
What does that mean? Well, a couple of things. First of all, for an Affinity Diamond bracelet, you're getting a price that gets you this piece at under $200, and it's the lowest price you're going to see on this piece for the next year, the next 12 months. However, it's 10 till 11, Peyton. You only have until midnight to take advantage of that price. See, sometimes there's one-times onlys that will peak, kind of appear at 7 in the morning.
Right.
You have all day to
long
think
to
about
decide.
it.
Right.
Yeah, you have an hour and 10 minutes, or if it sells out, you're out of luck. It's also one of our best easy pay items of the show on 6 easy payments. And this is a popcorn chain that has this gorgeous station of Affinity diamonds, blue diamonds, 1/3 of a carat. And it's just one of those pieces that to me was a true standout.
It is a true standout. Number one, you have to start with the diamonds.
Yeah.
Look at the sparkle of those diamonds.
Look at those.
It's a lot of diamonds. It's 1/3 of a carat. And look at the way they're set. Don't you love the zigzag?
I love the
right,
pattern.
Right,
Yeah.
hand-applied millgrain. You can see all that beautiful hand-applied millgrain. But look at the diamonds. I mean, the diamonds are the star here. These are genuine diamonds. Affinity diamonds are genuine diamonds. That's our brand name. And what we do is we put through a group of diamonds through a natural process, which is how they're grown, and it turns them, it releases a small chemical that's inside the diamond and allows that diamond to change the color. Here you have that beautiful blue, the color of some of the finest diamonds in the world. The Hope diamond, the Blue Heart diamond.
Yes.
Look at that rich, rich blue.
And that's a station, so that's not a slide. It's not going to be moving around. When you put this bracelet on, it's always going to be right there on the top. It's always going to be glistening. It's always going to be catching the light. It's always going to be great. The chain on this, though, Peyton, I have to say, is really cool, and I think unusual and fresh for an Affinity piece.
We've never used this chain before on an Affinity piece. This is a really special chain. We call it a popcorn chain, but in reality, it's called a bird cage chain.
Yes, bird cage.
It's only made one place in the world. That's in Italy. Only the Italians have the great design and craftsmanship to make something so unusual, and then they diamond cut it. Look at that. It's domed and diamond cut. Look how flexible it is.
Great.
Look how brilliant and bright it is.
And usually with a bird cage, they're usually a tubular chain.
Right.
So this has actually been flattened a little bit, right? I mean, I've never seen domed bird cage before.
Right, and flattened on the back.
Right.
Which makes it very comfortable and very wearable.
Almost like you would have an Omega, right? That's domed on the right, flat on the bottom, domed on top. So and I think that's what lends itself to the flexibility, which means comfort as you're wearing it. The blue diamonds, they're just beautiful color. They're set in this black rhodium, so the prongs really disappear. The color of the blue diamond, I always say it's kind of almost like a peacock, almost teal kind of color. Richer than London blue topaz.
Much richer than blue topaz. And I love these close-ups because look at the diamonds.
Oh, it's beautiful.
You have the brilliance of the reflection off the surface of the diamond. But look as you move those diamonds, look at that fire. You see the different colors. You were talking about the different colors of blue.
Yeah.
You see it, and it depends on what kind of light. If it's facing, bright light, you're going to see certain shades of blue. Facing a little bit different light, you're going to see other shades of blue. But the magic thing about this, you have the sparkle and brilliance of the diamond, but you also have the sparkle of the chain.
Yes, the chain is so pretty, so reflective. I mean, it's when you look at the texture of that chain, it's like you're looking at all these little confetti-like mirrors. So they're catching the light, and because it's in sterling silver, that's the most reflection that you could possibly get. This would be beautiful in gold, but wouldn't nearly have the reflection and shine that you're seeing in the sterling silver. The clasp on this is just a simple, oversized spring ring or senorita or C clasp. Again, total flexibility, finished beautifully. Even that really pretty back grill.
We often don't put an undergallery on a bracelet. But here we did, because this is such a special bracelet, not only with the diamonds, but also with the special chain. We wanted to do something, and do you see what the symbol of? The double symbol?
Oh, yeah.
It's money.
Money.
It represents money.
Oh, I love that. Kind of a little hidden message there, right?
Kind of a little hidden message.
There you can see, that's the star of this piece. 1/3 of a carat. Every one of those stones hand set. Every one of those stones really having to go through a 10-point checklist before they can be part of the Affinity Diamond collection at QVC.
Well, every first piece sample comes to my desk. I look at it. You know, I look at the chain, I look at the setting, but most of all, I look at the diamonds, and there's a lot of rejection. If it doesn't meet the standards of an affinity diamond, we don't accept it.
I love that. So the quality that you're getting here is just exceptional. The color is magnificent. You know, this is a piece that after today, really, as of an hour and 5 minutes from now, you will pay more. And if that's okay with you, all right, go for it. But by getting it before midnight tonight, you're going to be able to get this at the lowest price that it's going to be offered for the next year. And you're getting it on a 6-pay easy pay plan, which is the best easy pay that we offer. So the lowest price for the next year, along with our best easy pay, in a way for women to think about wearing diamonds every day. I think the silver presence here, this kind of casual, sporty, almost ID bracelet look, gives you an excuse to wear diamonds in the most casual of circumstances.
Absolutely.
And yet it looks elegant
right.
too, right?
Very, very elegant.
Yes.
You know, and you may look at this and say, wait a minute, at that price, can it really be a third of a carat of diamonds? You know, we partner with the Gemological Institute of America to make sure our diamonds are exactly what we say they are. And here you can see that. You can see, number one, they're all eye clean. When you look into that diamond, you know, you don't see any inclusions.
Right.
The color here is exactly what we're saying. It's that deep, deep blue. The carat weight, you know, when we say it's a third of a carat, that's the minimum.
Yeah.
You know, if you buy a diamond in a jewelry store or other places and they say it's a third of a carat, it can be a little under because legally they're allowed to round up.
Oh,
But
interesting.
but at QVC,
They get wiggle room.
Right, but not at QVC.
Not at QVC.
This is our bare minimum. Yeah. All the way. One of a third of a carat is the lowest. It's often much, much higher.
Love that.
And then the fourth C, of course, is the cut. And that's really what sets affinity diamonds apart. You know, the three great parts of a cut are the brilliance, which most diamonds have. That's the reflection off the surface. And you can see that as we move the bracelet. See the reflection off the surface of the diamonds? But the second one is really important, and that's the fire. And when you're looking into these blue diamonds, you see all the different shades of the blue coming out. That's the fire in a blue diamond. And then the last one is the sparkle. And that's the light and the dark areas that you see coming from within each diamond. If they don't have all those attributes of a cut, don't buy your diamond. You want to be able to see inside, you want to be able to see the life of each diamond.
I just wanted to show you some of the beautiful blue diamond pieces that we have available. So if you'd like to be able to sort of build yourself a little suite, this ring is available for $109. Amazing price. Looks great with that bracelet. There's a matching pendant. So if you're interested in the pendant, we have that available. And then I've layered this with another one of our blue diamond bracelets that's brand new today. Don't those layer together? And then I threw in that J by John Hardy
What a
piece.
great look.
So, I mean, you know, that's so easy to wear, and no one would ever say, oh, I can't believe you're wearing diamonds and you're so casually dressed, or I can't believe you put diamonds with a leather jacket. Why not? It looks great. They sparkle beautifully, and I have been so impressed because I've had this bracelet on since before we started our time together at 9. So let's say I've had this on since 8 o'clock tonight. I haven't had to turn it.
No.
It hasn't flipped on me. It hasn't rotated around. It hasn't turned over this way. It has stayed put. And that's also one of those elements of really good craftsmanship. It's weighted the right way. It's not too long. It's not too short. It's not too skinny. And yet you still have that beautiful sparkle of diamonds on your wrist every time you look down.
Well, and that's exactly what you want with diamonds. You want them right there.
Yes.
And that's part of the reason we put the under gallery under there. Because it not only makes it very, very comfortable, because it is slightly curved, but it makes those diamonds stay right on top.
We've sold over 700 of these. The retail on this over $300, QVC price $229. We are under $200 with 6 payments of easy pay, but now that price is only good for the next hour. So while it's the lowest price you're going to see on J326522 for the next 12 months, your opportunity to get this bracelet at this lowest price for the next year expires in 1 hour. So do take advantage of it while you can. Use that 6-pay easy pay plan. Get this at home. You know, I'd love to see you layer this in with other things. You know, it's a statement enough of a bracelet that can be worn by itself. I love to layer bracelets. That's just my thing. You know, I think if one is good, 2 is better, so why not add 3? But I like this because it's fresh. I like it because it's different. I'm really not that jewelry customer who just wants to buy the same old thing over and over again. It has to wow me.
Right.
And I love this because the freshness and the modernity of the way the silver is used, the luxury of knowing it's Italian silver, and then of course the ultimate luxury to be able to treat yourself to a new colored diamond piece at this price is extra special.
It is extra special. You know, look at the diamonds, look at the way they sparkle. You know, the design here, we love Italian craftsmanship. You know, and we know when it's an Italian chain, it's going to be something very, very special. You know, in a bird cage that's domed on the top, flat on the bottom, very, very unusual.
Yeah.
It makes it very comfortable. And as you say, the diamonds stay exactly where you want them, on the top of your wrist.
I was thinking too, we had this really pretty ring from J. John Hardy earlier. Look how the fish scale texture plays off of the
bird
popcorn
cage, right.
bird-cage texture, and how even the blue eye on the fish
how beautiful
plays off
together.
of the blue diamond. So that might be something that if you picked up that ring, those two could go together really nicely, I think.
Beautiful.
That's how you sort of marry your designer pieces with some of your more everyday pieces, and that's a really nice way to consider doing that. So last opportunity to get this at this price because it expires in an hour. The lowest price you'll see on this popcorn chain bracelet for the next year, and we're doing our best easy pay of 6 easy payments. Are you done for the night?
I'm done for the night.
Have a great rest
But
of
I'm going to
the
be
night.
watching you.
Have a great weekend
Thank
too.
you.
Nice
You
to see you.
too.
Thanks for hanging out with me.
No ball games this weekend.
No ball games?
Not in the rain.
Not in the rain. All right. We wanted to give you the information on the Affinity ring that I held up. Over 500 of those have been ordered in this show, and you have your choice there of the blue diamonds, the green diamonds, the red diamonds, and the yellow diamond, J320642, and that's on 6 payments of Easy Pay. Final presentation of today's special value? Is that what we were in 5 minutes? In 5 minutes. Okay. Last look at today's special value, 5 minutes from now. By the way, cutie patootie Amy Strand is going to be along at midnight tonight. She has a new Today Special Value for all of you from the Mucklux brand. And let me tell you, on a cold, damp, dreary day like today, you're going to love what she's going to be able to bring you coming up at midnight. Something to keep you cozy and warm. It's reversible. Really cute set you want to think about for the holidays coming up at midnight. All right, we wanted to offer you a lot of variety in this show when it came to watches. One thing I think you'll find very similar with the watches is this more tank or rectangular watch face style. We saw that on our Ecclesi watch. We saw that on the Statement Ecclesi watch today, and you're seeing it here on one of the rare watches that we've done for you in our ultrafine silver collection. This is very limited. When it's gone, it's gone. And how about this, my friends? The QVC price on this was $326, and now your price is $193. So again, it's a $130 savings. Wow. And you're getting 6 payments of Easy Pay. There's only 300 to go around. Ultrafine silver. We haven't had any ultrafine. Let me tell you what that is. Of course, it's silver. You're looking at it. It's silver. But unlike sterling silver, which is measured in a 1,000 scale, 925 parts of it being pure silver, 75 parts being other alloys, that's 925 sterling silver. Ultrafine silver is more luxurious. Ultrafine silver is 950 parts pure silver, 50 parts other alloys. Those other alloys are there for strength and durability, but here's what's cool about ultrafine silver. Completely nickel-free. Nickel is often the ingredient in jewelry that gives people issues. It's what makes them sensitive. The beauty of ultrafine, there is no nickel, So you don't have to worry about those sensitivities. Some people think it's slightly brighter in its appearance. It's very lustrous, but it blends beautifully. If I take this watch, which by the way has removable links so that you can adjust it to get the right size, but just so that you can see, I'll slide it on here. When I put ultrafine next to silver, mean, it all works together just fine, but there is a brightness to it. Here's what else you might like about ultrafine silver, even if you never really thought you were a silver girl. The cool thing about ultrafine silver, not only is it nickel-free, not only is it more pure silver, it's actually more resistant to tarnishing than traditional silver. So if the idea of polishing silver is kind of a drag to you, one thing I would say is always wear your silver because you kind of naturally polish it when you wear it. But the cool thing about ultrafine silver is it's going to stay shinier longer. That just happens to be one of the inherent qualities. This is a Byzantine bracelet. So look at the way they've taken the two strands of the Byzantine and then woven it all together. It gives you a boldness, it gives you a density, gives this watch a really nice weight. I also want to point out that this has a mother of pearl face, and you can see that it's a very easy watch face to read. Classic black Roman numerals on that mother of pearl face, also with the high polished ultrafine silver bezel on the watch, and then we go back to really what's become a diamond cutting across the texture of those hand assembled ultrafine silver links. This is all crafted, by the way, in Italy, so you have the finest Italian craftsmanship here, very good quality in the watch parts. This is water resistant to 3 atmospheres. No, you're not going deep sea diving or fishing with this, but what you are doing is knowing that when you're washing the dishes or giving your kids a bath and they splash you, if you have a son who likes to do a cannonball right next to where you're sitting at the pool, that would be my son, you don't have to worry if the watch gets splashed because you're going to find that it's going to be absolutely fine. So no worries about that kind of water splashing, ruining your jewelry. The value, again, that's why you shop today on a sale. Otherwise, you're spending $326. What we're saying is, how about $193? And we'll do 6 payments of easy pay. Our ultrafine silver collection, stay on the line if you're dialing in for those. By the way, ultrafine snake chains coming up. I have an ultrafine beaded necklace that's great. Here are some pieces from our Extraordinary Life collection. These are these cute little rings. Those are super cute to layer and stack together for $16.53. They could be a great stocking stuffer too. J321, 218, and all kinds of different motifs to talk about. And then our ultrafine silver snake bracelet or necklace. The necklace is available in multiple lengths. I think 16, 18, 20, 24, and 36. 36 is already last call. And then the bracelet is 6 3/4, 7 1/4, and 8 inches. Great easy pay plan, gorgeous piece. I'm wearing that in the, I think the 24 and the 36-inch length. Just love it. Love those. So those are coming up. All right, but let's spend some time now. Last look. Da, 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 da. It's our final look at our today's special value, your final hoop earring. Today's special value of 2015, the ultimate holiday hoop earring as well. It has been so popular today. In fact, over 100 sets of these earrings have been ordered today. How many in this show, Brian? Over 13,000 in just my time with you. Most of you are buying more than one pair. Here are your choices. We have the sterling silver with the 14 karat gold plating. So it looks like you're wearing 14 karat gold. When I'm touching this, I'm touching 14 karat gold. The color is 14 karat gold, but the entire earring is actually made of sterling. So you get the luxury look at a sterling price. The modern, cool, edgy update to your hoop earring wardrobe is this great pair of black hoops. The quiet, sophisticated, feminine pair of the 14 karat rose gold hoop. So this is 14 karat gold plated over sterling silver. And then, hello, friend, this is our classic. This is the old standby. This is why so many of you mark October 2nd on your catalog or on your calendars, because you love sterling silver. And so nothing gets better than this gleam and this shine. We've taken a classic silhouette. We've given you some luxury features like that omega back that's going to hold the earring up close to your ear, a D-shaped tubing, which if you think of the letter D, domed in the front, flat in the back, that's the perfect shape to create a hoop earring with a little bit more dimension. Great price point and boxed. So this is the gift box that's coming with your earrings. It's this beautiful, shimmery, glittered look. It's not glitter that's going to come off on your hands. I mean, you can see I'm rubbing all over it. It's not coming off at all. This is what the sterling silver choice comes in. Here's the box for the blackened look. Here's the box for the gold. Here's the box for the rose gold. Your daughter, your granddaughter, your niece, your best friend. Heck, even just like a hodgepodge gift exchange at the office where, you know, they want to limit all the ideas to $30, you could give a beautiful pair of hoop earrings as part of what you bring to the table. Add a little bow, a to and from, and you're set and ready. And I know we're talking a lot about the holidays, but I know for me, there are a lot of birthdays between now and the holiday season, whether it be Christmas or Hanukkah. So here's something where if you need a birthday gift for a girlfriend coming up, gosh, $27 and change, and it's real precious metal sterling silver. It's real 14 karat gold over that silver. It's real 14 karat yellow gold over that silver. That's a really nice gift. Or for the gal who's the artist, the creative type, what's her archetype? Is she the visionary? Is she creative? Who is she? This would be great for her because it's modern and it's new. Who's the classic girl? Who's the caregiver? Who takes care of everybody first and leaves herself always to last? You take care of her and give her a beautiful new pair of sterling silver earrings. This is our final presentation. This is it. We're wrapping up. We're finally into that last hour of this 24-hour event, our last 24-hour jewelry event of the year. These prices go away at the end of the day on Sunday, except for this price, because this today's special value price is over. I just dropped one. This today's special value price is over in about 50 minutes. So make sure that if you're wanting these earrings, you don't let them pass you by. You get one for you, you get one for a girlfriend. You've always wanted to try rose gold, but it's been out of your price range. You try these in the rose tone. You just picked up a cute new jacket, you know, from Isaac, from H. by Halston, from Lori Goldstein, and it had like a gunmetal zipper. Then you should be getting a pair of the blackened metal look. And I did this earlier with the color swatches, so indulge me again if you will, because I think it's important to show you that with some of these colors that might not be as familiar to you as others, they're so wearable. So like with that gunmetal shade, I'm just going to focus on that for a second. Look at some of the things that you might wear with that. Look how pretty that would be with a magenta, but it also looks great if you're wearing something in the warm tone family. Like maybe you're wearing it with a red. I'm just going to try this. I think that's interesting. I think if you were doing something in like a rich, deep chocolate brown, so many of those browns are so brown they're almost black. I think the contrast there with the gunmetal is really cool. But I would also suggest you consider when you're wearing brown, a little bit of the rose tone. Look how beautiful. So if you have a pretty brown jacket or a really lovely brown turtleneck, how gorgeous that rose tone is there. All right, what else can I show you? Here's purple. Oh, here's my favorite. I found the right navy. Ready? Oh, stop it. I love this rose tone with navy blue. Now the yellow always looks good with navy too. A little more preppy, a little more classic perhaps, right? That always works, but look how fresh it is when you move in that rose tone. Oh, and then maybe you do a rose bracelet and tie that. See how it's all building together? That I think is absolutely stunning. You know, a lot of these pretty mauve colors are out there. I know that fabric doesn't love the camera, but look how pretty that is. Here's a little bit softer shade of that, so pretty. But you can do this with your denim. Look at denim with the rose tone. Look at denim with your gold tone. Look at this, how great that is. Look at black denim with the blackened look. I mean, how fun is that? And I know a lot of you have those darker black wash jackets, even if it's a cool black wash pair of jeans and then you do an ivory sweater. And then let's not neglect the brightness and beauty of the most reflective of all of our metal friends, and that's sterling silver. So whether it's a dark denim or a faded denim, a beautiful classic blue, or perhaps a Kelly green, maybe you're going neutral. Maybe you're wearing autumnal shades in a soft kind of cantaloupe or a fiery pumpkin. Maybe you love to wear red. Look how pretty it is with the red. Maybe it's more of an indigo purple. You love olive green. I mean, look how sterling silver just brightens up colors that you might normally think of as drab. I love olive green, but let's face it, it's kind of a drab color. I mean, it's not exciting. I don't think fiesta when I see olive green. Okay, maybe in a martini. But when it comes to that olive color, how do you zip it up a little bit? Look what it does with sterling. Or you could always do it with the look of gold. Okay, so if you want to keep it classic, that's pretty too. I don't love that as much as I love this. I love the rose tone with that olive. I think that's beautiful. And then I think really cool is seeing the blackened color with that olive green as well. And then here's your turquoise. Oh, doesn't that look great? But all of you gals in Florida, maybe you do it with the white icy metal as well. Here's a beautiful holiday red. Here's the one that really impressed me. Okay, ready? Okay, everybody close their eyes for a second. Close your eyes, close your eyes. Okay, ready? Open. Look at this gorgeous burgundy. How rich and saturated, and then you put it with that gunmetal or black choice in this earring. I think that right there, that makes you look so updated. Whether you do this color from Susan Graver, Quacker Factory, Isaac Mizrahi, Whitney Port, Logo by Lori Goldstein, Joan Rivers, H by Halston, I don't care what brand you do it with. You do this color with this earring, straight off the pages of Vogue. It looks modern, it looks updated. It's the color of the season with the metal of the moment. What a great combination. And you didn't spend a fortune to get there. And if you get it at home and you only wore this earring with this color, you spent $27 on the earrings. You didn't spend $127. You're not having buyer's remorse because you're wearing it so much with your burgundy and maybe you're not putting it with other things. What I think you'll find is you'll start here, and then you'll start playing and going through your closet with all of these colors, just like I'm doing here. These are beautifully made earrings. They're not too big and they're not too small. They feel good on your ear. I haven't had to rub my earlobe once while I've been wearing these earrings for the last 3 or 4 hours. They hang properly. They look nice. You can see them at a distance. You know, my hair's longer than it's been in a long time, but I like that I can still see that earring. I'm wearing them in the bright, shiny sterling silver. That's your classic. That's your go-to. That's, hey, I've got a busy lifestyle. I don't wear, I don't want a ton of jewelry. I just want jewelry elements that are going to work for me for all of the things that I am and do. You might be a mom who's also a teacher or a nurse. You might be retired, but you still love to travel and go to the gym and play bingo or play bridge. You might be somebody that's an executive in a company. You may be lucky enough to be a stay-at-home mom. Whatever your role is, I really find that this earring shape and style works for all of those elements. You could be a college student, you could be a high school student. I mean, I would get this earring for Kylie. She's 15. It'd be a great earring for her. Again, doesn't look too grown up, looks nicely finished, but in some of these finishes, whether it is the silver that comes in the sparkly silver box, maybe I should put it on the tray so it looks a little nicer. Silver with the matching silver box. Okay, those are those two. Gold in the matching gold box. Okay, there's those two. Rose gold in the soft pink box. Or of course, the black with your shimmery black box. You know, any of those are going to work for a teenager, a college student, a gal out of school and in her first job, for a mom, a grandmom, somebody who's in a corporate setting, somebody who's in a more artistic setting, somebody that's in a healthcare profession. They're clean, they're finished, they're modern, they're comfortable, they're really affordable. I mean, $27 is usually that price range where I think you're thinking costume jewelry, or you're thinking for this price they can't really be that well made. Au contraire, mon frere. We have finished these so nicely. Omega back, so it's going to stay up against your ear. We could have done a clutch back. We could have, but then you'd be worried about, losing that little bit. We could have done a snap bar closure, but then what happens is sometimes earrings like this droop forward. By doing that omega back, it stays up so nicely against your ear so that you always look finished and you don't ever have to worry about it. You're not worried about losing pieces. You just know your earring is always going to look great. The color assortment that we've offered you, the gift box packaging. Remember, there's not another reorder coming in here. This is your final look, where you only have, 40 more minutes to take advantage of this price, to take advantage of that easy pay. And remember too, if you use your Q card, in addition, you'll get a third easy payment. Anytime you use your Q card on any purchase at QVC, with the exception of gift cards, you'll automatically get 3 easy payments. So how great that while $13.88 a month is pretty nice, by putting it on 3 easy payments, you're at $9.25 a month. That's a pretty nice opportunity as well. They feel good. They're not overly heavy. They're not bulky. You can see on Monica, they sit up so nicely on her ear. They're just the great gift of the holiday season. Our last today's special value of 2015. All of October, all of November, all of December, no hoop earrings. This is our one big holiday gift box hoop earring for the year. And you're getting first dibs on it. Because what's going to happen, eventually is we're going to see that, one of the choices is going to sell out. Another of the choices is going to sell out. So many of you are buying multiples of this today. And we've sold how many today, Brian? 123,000 of these have been ordered today and over 16,000 just in this show. So it's the final presentation. Now's your chance. You've seen it on me. Our models have worn it for almost the entire show. We haven't had a lot of other earring options because this one is the star. This is your best option. This is your best choice. I have to say I was a little disappointed that we did a hoop earring as a today's special value, only because one of the things I always like to include in my shift with you in these event days when I'm the finale is I like to find like a rockin' hoop earring for all of you. Well, guess what? The buyers beat me to the punch because they found the rockin' hoop earring and made it a today's special value at a price that gives you the chance to try shopping with QVC if you never have before. This is a great way for you to try our quality. It's a great way for you to see how quick the turnaround is from the time that you place your order till the time the item is shipped to you. It comes beautifully boxed for you, not bagged, but boxed in a nice oversized box. I mean, this is not an itty bitty box. Sometimes you see a little gift box and it's about this big. This is a really nice size box. You lift it up, you look on the inside. Oh, you shouldn't have. What a beautiful pair of new silver earrings. These are going to be those earrings whether you give it for a birthday, Christmas, Hanukkah, just because as soon as she opens it, takes it out of the box, she's putting those earrings right on and looking for a mirror. They look good, they feel good, and I hope that you can pick up a set of these for yourself as well as perhaps share one as a gift. We're going to head off to our phones. Priscilla is joining us out in Ohio. Hi, Priscilla. I'm Jill. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Nice to speak with you this evening.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for keeping me company. You're up a little late with us. I love it.
I am, and glad that I could get these. I've been busy all day and was thinking they may have been gone, flipped over to QVC, and they were still on. So
yeah, good. Which color choice did you select?
I got the silver. I like the fact that they're very clean and classic, and you can wear them with anything from a suit to blue jeans.
Yes, yeah. I mean, I can't think of an occasion where these would not work.
I agree totally.
Yeah.
Nice to speak with you this evening.
Well, thank you. Have you shopped with us for a long time, Priscilla?
20-plus years.
Well, that's a long time. And what would you say is your favorite thing about shopping with QVC?
Just like tonight. Been a busy work week, winding down, flipped over to QVC before I got ready to go to bed and picked up a nice pair of earrings.
Oh, great. Well, they'll come in this pretty little sparkly box, so it's really a treat for yourself. I hope you enjoy them.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for calling. Have a great weekend.
You as well.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So J324115 is your item number. If you're dialing in for these earrings, you're dialing in, as Priscilla said, they're classic. From jeans, from her work week to her weekend clothes, this is going to be the go-to earring. If you were on a desert island and you could only have one pair of earrings, this would be the earring that you would want. They are versatile. They are beautiful. They are shiny. They are comfortable. They are in your choice of the 14-karat plated yellow or rose gold, as well as the black or the all sterling silver. 2 easy payments. Our final hoop earring, today's special value of the year. Stay on the line. Now our bold or pause ring. I own this ring in the turquoise. I love it. It is so comfortable. It fits like a dream. J322004 not only comes in turquoise, but also comes in amber, in Roman glass, and then that beautiful grapey amethyst. That's $66, and for the first time ever on 6 easy payments. And then we also have this beautiful diamondique ring. This is our mixed cut flower ring. This was a ring that was designed after one of our show hosts, Lisa Mason, who many of you know. It was designed after Lisa's wedding ring. It's a beautiful ring. It's a bestseller here forever. We brought it back. It's now on sale at $49.96, and it's J53144. Okay, one of the biggest trends in jewelry happens to be these bangle bracelets that have charms dangling down from them. You see them in the fashion world, fashion jewelry world, and they are really cute. They come in a great gift box, and they're done in base metal. So QVC decided, you know what, we can execute that whole expandable charm bangle idea just as well as costume jewelry, and we can do it in sterling silver. And even better today, for the lowest price you've ever seen them, we are offering you our Extraordinary Life bangles at under $30. And so now the price is about what you're paying out at retail for costume, and you're getting precious metal sterling silver. I have a ton of choices here to show you. Before I go through them, may I share that they come in this Extraordinary Life box. It's a light blue and it has this pretty pattern. When you open it up on the inside, actually that's the ring, here's the bracelet. It will tell you, again, a little bit about the motif that you've purchased. Every bracelet will have one large charm, and then we'll also have a little smaller charm as well, plus the Extraordinary Life hang tag. It says it's a sterling silver expandable bracelet. It's really a special gift. So let me go through all of the different designs. I'm going to start over here, and on top we have our anchor. And as you can see, the anchor is a symbol of strength. So you have your anchor, which says strength. You have your compass there as well, which I love, and then your Extraordinary Life tag. So you're actually getting 2 charms on this bracelet. Down below, you have the moon, and on the back of that moon, it says, I love you to the moon and back, and then you have a little star as your second charm. Then you have your butterfly, which on the back of the butterfly, it says believe, right? Believe in yourself, and you have a little heart there. I'm gonna come up here. This one is mom. Always on my mind, forever in my heart. Whether that is a gift to your mom, whether this is in remembrance of your mom who now lives in heaven, this is a beautiful, beautiful tribute and remembrance piece. The next one we have is our double heart. The double heart is for sisters. Always always there. And then down below that we have our elephant, and the elephant, of course, with the trunk up is a symbol of lucky, being lucky. You also have a easy for me to say, I'm getting tired, 4-leaf clover. And then over here, we actually have one here. Let's see that we can, let me fix that one here for you. This one, you know what? I want to check on something for just a second. I think we got these mixed up. I know, I'm so sorry. All right, the secret's out. How does she know which ones are which? They put stickers on the back for me. Thank you very much to our great crew. But you know what? I think the one that I call the double heart here says always sisters, always there. And then isn't there one that's just a heart? Hang on. Single heart, 2 souls with but one single heart, 2 hearts that beat as one. I think that's this one. Is that right? Yep. I think we have it marked on our cards and our things wrong. So this one is the one that we're calling actually single heart. So this is 2 souls with but a single thought, 2 hearts that beat as one. Love you. So that is single heart. Double heart, double heart, double heart, right here, double heart is the one that's about sisters, okay? Always sisters, always there. I'm so sorry if I confused you. So if you want the sisters motif, you want to order the one that says double heart. I'm just going to stay right here because then next we have the cross, and the cross is your faith, hope, and love, as you can see there. It's a cross within the heart, faith, hope, and love. And then you have your other cross here. And finally, look at this angel. I love the angel. And the angel is a guardian angel, watch over me. So the real fun of these bracelets, and I don't think I have any samples of this in my tray, but the beauty of these bracelets to me is the more you wear, so if you have them all stacked together, then it's these skinny adjustable bangles, and then you have all these charms that are dangling underneath you. So they look great layered together. Can we give Monica a few more of these bracelets? I mean, one looks great, but the look really, how is that possible? The look for this is you want as many as you can get. All right, Monica, I'm taking this one out of the box. Jill Bauer is going rogue right now. You know what? Do we have a way to show all of the choices on our FMV or not? We do. Okay, cool. So, so there's elephant, single heart, and that last one. There's angel, double heart, which is the sisters. I love you to the moon and back. Love that. So glimmer at those for a moment. And then, oh, it goes back to the first one. Are they loading up? Oh, thank you so much. We're loading up Monica. Because I want you to really see, and I'm going to just actually take these apart off of our little stand here for a second. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, that Jill Bauer, she just takes it apart, goes rogue. But look, there's the mom and then the cross and the anchor. But here's the story, guys. Look, this is what you're looking for. So now are you like, oh my gosh, I see everybody wearing those bracelets. Yeah, but we know what they're wearing? They're wearing the ones that are base metal, and they're probably spending 30 bucks on them. We're giving you precious metal. We're giving you sterling silver. We're giving you all of these charms and all of these motifs. I mean, look how great those are. Even mixed in with all these other things I'm wearing, that's what's so cool about these bracelets. These are all solid charms. They're not just stamped out little circles of metal. They have texture, they have words, they have meaning. I mean, you know, I think we live in this time now where it's just nice to have things to keep you grounded, to remember to love your family, to be nice, to have faith, to be good to yourself. You know, there's a lot of craziness that goes on in this world, in this country, around the world. You know, worries me sometimes. I think about my kids and, oh, what is the world going to be like when they're my age? But, you know, having these little things that you can touch, ways that you can, you know, remember what's important to you, I think that's so important. And I love it because it can be so personal as a gift. You know, to be able to give to your mom this wonderful bracelet that says, again, on the charm itself, always on my mind, forever in my heart, for a way for you to remember your mom, I think is so special. To be able to give something to your sister, to be able to give something to your 3 children. I love you to the moon and back. Haven't we all read that story to our kids? And use that. I see that on wall coverings and artwork all the time, and now it's in jewelry. To give something to someone when they're having a hard time that says believe, to remind them to stay strong, to remind them to have confidence, to remind them to believe in themselves, whether that's a girlfriend who's, you know, getting a divorce and is going back into the dating world and has no confidence whatsoever. She's the butterfly that's emerged from the cocoon. Tell her to believe. But that could also be your teenage daughter who has been in dance forever. She landed the lead this year in the Nutcracker and she's so nervous. Believe. And that is a treasure that she will wear and have forever. To give somebody a symbol of their faith, to give someone that guardian angel, a symbol of peace and protection wherever they go. I mean, it's jewelry, but it's so much more. And to be able to get it for this low price that you've never had before, I mean, just go for it. That is item number J296024, $29.96. And again, adjustable for all wrist sizes. There's no no sizing worry here. It expands. If for a larger wrist, it contracts for a smaller wrist. And then to be able to get these cute little rings, which I love, they're $16.53. There's a music note, a compass, a butterfly, an angel wing, a cross, and then the moon and the star, J321218. Here's something else from our Extraordinary Life collection, and it is limited, but it is our Sterling Twist Prayer Average Bangle by Extraordinary Life. So the retail is $115. This is super solid and chunky. It's $63 and change. And then what were the motifs on this again, Brian? I know there's a Hail Mary, there's the Lord's Prayer, our Father, right? The Serenity Prayer. What was the other one? Love is Patient. And footprints, but that has sold out. So J326780, I love that the Serenity Prayers in that. I think that's beautiful. $63.96. And then here is the expandable pet charm bangle from Extraordinary Life. It's customer top rated. So you have the one that has the little dog bone and then the little footprint on my heart, and the other one that's the two little kitty cats there with the heart, and then the little kind of fish for supper. $39.96. That is J325073. Okay, a beautiful piece that I've been dying to tell you about coming up from our ultrafine silver collection. We only have about 25 minutes left for this final 24-hour Creede event. Then we're going to head over and hang out with Amy Strand. I was telling everybody, Amy, about this Warm Cozy Today special value you have.
Thank you, Jill. Well, you know, it's actually going to officially be Saturday when you see me at midnight. And if you haven't heard yet, all of our weekends are turning into great gift-giving ideas, and this, oh, it's certainly that. It's Muck Luck's first ever Today's Special Value, a brand that's been with us since 1974 and just keeps getting more popular as it goes. You're getting inside the giftable box everything I'm wearing. The hat, and it's reversible. The scarf, and it's reversible. The gloves, and not only are they long and fancy when you want them to be, but they come with this cool cuff that's also reversible. And then if you even want to do fingerless gloves, that then becomes an option too. Oh, and my favorite part is, I like to text message. Yeah, you guys probably do too. The gloves are tech savvy, so you don't even have to take them off to type, to tap, to check pictures, to hop on Facebook. Now, even though they come in this beautiful box and you're getting all of it and it's reversible, the value is outstanding. When you see me at midnight, when we go through the colors, I'm going to show you that you're actually getting all three pieces for normally the price of what one costs. It's a big first ever Muck Luck's Today Special Value. It will be the lowest three-piece set that we have for the entire season. You can only get it here with us, and we can't get more back in stock. So start thinking purple, gray, brown, black, ivory, and then we'll go over everything together in like 20-ish minutes. So shop for some beautiful jewelry gifts and some personal pieces with Jill, and then join me and our guest at midnight for some Muck Lucks.
Thanks, Amy. We'll see you coming up in just a little bit. All right, I have been dying to talk to you about this necklace. I think this is so great. And if you have been sort of waiting for that one splurge piece to come along, oh, I don't know about you girls, this might be the splurge piece for me. I wanted to sneak out today's special value here because I think when you go with a necklace like this, keeping your earrings simple is important. And this earring is a great complement to our ultra fine silver graduated bead necklace. Here's one thing I want to show you. Look at this. Look how this piece just puddles up in my hand. This is not stiff. This is not just a chain where beads have been, strung along, but you actually have, it starts small and gets larger, but each bead is connected to the other. So it's not a strand of beads, but it really is a beautiful bead and chain combination. They graduate in size, as you can see. So whether you do the 24-inch or the long 36-inch that I have here, you're going to start small and they're going to gradually get larger until you come down to the very base bead. This is the most important look for the fall season, with your sweaters, with the long kind of open vests that they're showing over turtlenecks, with leggings. When you're doing those great jackets and you over a dress and you need one statement piece, this is going to be that necklace. And we've elevated the luxury of a beaded necklace because we've done this in ultrafine silver. Ultrafine silver is more pure silver in the recipe. The recipe for sterling silver is 925 parts sterling and 75 parts other metals. Those other metals are there for durability and strength, because silver is inherently a soft metal. What's interesting about ultrafine silver is that it's 950 parts pure silver, only 50 parts other metals, and yet it's nickel-free. It's actually stronger and more durable in many ways than traditional sterling silver, and it's more tarnish resistant than sterling silver as well. So for the investment part of it, this is a great piece. I love this 36-inch chain. I will say, a lot of times with a 36-inch chain, I tout how you can double it. I think because this is a graduated necklace, while you still could double it, it's not going to be quite the look, because now the biggest bead's going to kind of be in the back. It's going to be hard to double that the way you want it. This is really one of those pieces that's designed to be worn long. You throw it on, and there it is. And it looks great. You don't have to think twice about it. It's not some big hunky floral statement piece that maybe, looks great now, but a year from now, not so much. Something like this is an investment. This beaded necklace is going to look good for decades. There's a reason why, if you look in the Tiffany catalog, they have a beaded bracelet and a beaded necklace, and it's been part of their assortment forever, because this kind of a look really is forever. It's more modern than pearls. It's beautifully crafted. If the 36 is too long for you, I love that we did this for you in a 24-inch length, so that that might be more wearable. And sometimes that 24-inch length is also great for framing some of your shorter necklaces, like your 18 and your 20-inch. With a simple cardigan twin set, you throw this on, you are set and ready to go. I just got a great new kind of patchwork suede skirt. I can't wait to wear it. I'm gonna put it with just probably a simple black turtleneck, or maybe even this black leather jacket and a shell. And I've been thinking I have to just find, because the patchwork in the skirt is so interesting, I have to find just a great necklace that I can throw on with that look and be done. This is that necklace. It looks good, it feels good. These are not super hollow beads that are going to dent easily. We really made sure to reinforce these beads with extra metal. That's why you have gram weights at 46 and 58.5 grams, because by putting some more weight into the beads, this piece becomes even more durable. It stays shiny. It looks lustrous. It has a gleam to it that I think is so pretty. I love the movement of the beads on this piece, which is so great. It's easy to put on. It's nothing that you have to ever even unfasten if you don't want to. So if you have a hard time, your eyesight's not quite as good as it used to be, the nice thing here is both the 24 and the 36-inch length are easy to throw on over your head, and you're good to go. The retail on something like this could be upwards of $300. We're at $149 for your 24-inch length. We're at $179 for your 36-inch length. These are all made in Italy, by the way. And all of these beads, to connect this bead to this next piece of chain, to the next bead, and so on, that's all done by hand. When you have something that's graduated in size like this is all being connected by hand. So you have a lot of handwork to really finish up this look and give you the quality that you expect. The top caps are nicely finished on each of those beads, all done in ultrafine silver. So it's 950 or 95 parts, or 950 parts, get it right, Jill, 950 parts pure alloy silver. 950 parts pure silver. That giving you more luxury, giving you more elegance. It's nickel free, so you don't have to worry about sensitivity. It's more resistant to tarnishing, which also is fantastic. It gives you this beautiful heavy weight, or this bold look without the heavy weight, although we've reinforced the interior of these with extra metal. These are all electroform beads, so that's what gives them their smoothness and their beautiful finish. But again, we've weighted them a little bit by using more metal in that electroform process. Basically, we didn't drain as much away as you normally would, so you have a stronger bead, and then by putting those all together, that's all done by hand. J55062, made in Italy in 24 or 36 inches, and a great necklace to wear back to the today's special value. You're running out of time to take advantage of the one-time only popcorn chain bracelet. This is J326522. It's under $200. It's on 6 easy payments. This is the lowest price you're going to see on this item for the next year, and you have 15 minutes left to do so. As of midnight, the price on this will go up. So get it while you can, especially with 6 easy payments. And then we also have this really beautiful pave braided diamond bracelet from Affinity. That's J326523. There's fewer than 150 of those to go around in small, average, and large. And you have the red diamond, the yellow diamond, the green diamond, the blue diamond. And then did they do a champagne diamond in that? Yeah, the champagne diamond, which is natural color, by the way, they did on a really pretty rose gold background, which I think is pretty. That's on 4 payments of Easy Pay if you'd like that. And I've been wearing that bracelet in blue. All right, is this the last item of our show? Maybe last, but you might be sneaking something else in too. Okay. All right, let's talk about classics, investments, forever. How many of you have pendants galore that are sitting in your jewelry box and you just don't wear them? And why aren't you wearing them? Was it because the chain that came with it broke because it was too ditzy and small? Is it because you just haven't found anything that gives you the durability and wearability that you'd like? Is it because you found pieces that might have worked well for the pendant, but you couldn't really wear it with anything else, so it wasn't a good value for your dollar? Well, I think we are going to finally give you that necklace you've been looking for. These snake chains are fantastic. They are a nice size. They are fluid. They're wonderful, wonderful for your pendants. They're great gift items. We have a great variety of sizes here, and I don't want to overlook the fact that we have bracelets in this same snaky material as well. This is ultra fine. So we're back to that story of nickel free. We're back to the 950 parts pure metal. We're back to the Italian craftsmanship, and then look at all of your lengths. So if you're interested in the necklace, the shortest length is your 16-inch. That goes to 18 inches, then to 20, to 24 inches, and then 36. 24 inches, by the way, and this is such a classic chain, that if you were wanting to buy a silver necklace for that guy in your life, maybe he has a crucifix or a Star of David or some kind of a medallion that he's wanted to wear, 24 inches can be a really nice length for a man. So just putting that out there as a possibility. I love the weight and fluidity of these. Can I just go back for the lengths? Because I think it's important for you to hear the gram weights. Your 16-inch is going to be 11 grams of sterling silver. Your 18-inch is going to be 12.7 grams. Your 20-inch is 14.5 grams. Your 24-inch is 16.7 grams. And your 36-inch is 25 grams of sterling silver. This has been very popular. And here is that length at 36 inches where I would say to you, if you can afford it, if your budget allows you at 36 inches to get this necklace for $89, know that not only can this be a great 36-inch length, but this is a length that if you wanted to double it, and now have a layered look of 2 chains, whether it was the look of 16 and 20 inches, whether it's a multi-strand look of putting them together and then using one of your Judith Ripka enhancers on it, you could do that really easily. These also, by the way, look great with our Today's Special Value hoop earrings. So if you're interested in our Today's Special Value earrings, we already did the final presentation, but considering that you can get those for $27 and change, and now you get this 36-inch necklace that you can double and do so many things with, you really have 2 essential pieces. And I want to keep holding this one because this is important. You know, snake chains, you would think, as the name would suggest, should always sort of be a little bit slithery. You know, they really should be fluid. They really should coil nicely. They really should have drape to them. But not all snake chains are created equal. This has such a smoothness across the surface. It's very tactile. But look, I mean, gosh, it's almost like it's wet spaghetti noodles, right? I mean, look at the drape on that. So that's important for a lot of reasons. It's important because if if it wasn't weighty, this would not have the same kind of resilience that this chain does. So it's really nicely weighted. You're not going to get this home and say, gosh, it's so flimsy. I think you'll really love the way it feels. But it's also important because you don't want a chain that while you're wearing it is stiff. The same way we love the idea of soft dressing. Why do you think Logo by Lori Goldstein has answered such a void in so many of our lives? Because it's all about soft dressing, about movement, about comfort, about draping. Well, that's what these chains do too. They drape, they're comfortable, they're soft, yet they're pretty. And they're feminine. These are not going to be the types of snake chains that, pinch any of the little hairs that you might have, fine hairs that you have on your skin. This is not something that's going to be rough while you're wearing it. It's not going to be something that's going to catch and snag on your sweaters or your pretty silks or those kinds of things. It's smooth. It's fluid. It also shines. It shines beyond what sterling silver gives you because, again, this is ultra-fine silver. So it's more pure silver. It's nickel-free. It's more tarnish-resistant than traditional silver. So it has some beautiful attributes to it that I think for this price point could be a wonderful way for you to try it if you never have. By the way, the length in the bracelets are 6 3/4, 7 1/4, and 8 inches, and they all have this lobster claw clasp. That's the same clasp, by the way, that's on the necklaces. So here's where we are. This has been really popular today. 6,000 of these have been ordered today, 2,500 just in this show. The 36-inch just sold out. Last call on the 24-inch, getting limited in the bracelet too. In fact, the 8-inch in the bracelet just sold out. The bracelet, by the way, is $26. So it's a really affordable price point for that bracelet. 5 payments of $5.20. So here is shopping on a budget. Here you go. Or maybe you do the bracelet. Here's what you can do. How about this, guys? You can get the today's special value for $27 and change, and then also include a little bracelet in the box too. And now, for the $27 for the earrings and the $26 for your earrings, or your bracelet, excuse me, in one gift box for around $50, you're giving the gift of some beautiful jewelry. That is something you should definitely think about, especially because they're all on Easy Pay. So J320133, bracelets again, fluid, supple, love that idea. 6 3/4 and 7 1/4 inches. 24-inch just sold out. 7 1/4 in the bracelet just sold out. I'm going to put that bracelet on this end. So what do I have left? I have 6 3/4 inch length in the bracelet. Only 400 left to go around. That size, by the way, because it's smaller, you might be thinking, well, I can't wear that. But you know what? For 26 bucks for beautiful fine silver, that for your granddaughters, that for your nieces, that for your goddaughter, that for a younger gal, preteen, early teens, teenager, that could be a great size for her if she's petite. So think about that. And then in the necklaces, kind of your classic trio, right? 16, 18, and 20 inches. 200 to go around in each of those. And just to emphasize again how nice and heavy and sturdy these chains are, this is that solid sterling silver croco head that was from that J. John Hardy piece. I just want you to see what's so nice about the snake chain is that fluidity that I kept talking about. What's also nice is that when you use a weighty piece, an enhancer, a clip-on, whether it's from Judith Ripka or Barbara Bixby or whoever it might be. In fact, I think I have a Barbara clip-on over here. Did I have one?